Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about manual transmissions, also known as gearboxes. I'm also going to be talking to you and also explaining how they work, as well as the clutch assembly and how they both work together to generate power from one component to another to then eventually to the wheels. So I'm also going to be talking as well about automatic transmissions, but that will be for another video in the future. So without further ado, let's get into it. So from the diagram, you can see the internal components of the manual gearbox and also the clutch assembly. So on the far left, you can see the clutch assembly, and this is also the side which connects to the engine where the power is taken from. So the purpose of a gearbox is to multiply the torque from the engine and then supply that into the wheels. And it does that by using each gear and the gear speed ratio as well to build up that speed and then it can then take that and then transmit it through the drive shaft into the differential. So the differential is part of the drivetrain, which allows movement from the engine, which then goes into the gearbox, and then from the gearbox goes into the differential. But before it does do that, it does go through a drive shaft, as I did say before, and then can then turn that power into rolling motion, which then gets distributed from there into the wheels. So as you can see from the gears that have been highlighted in gold, they are the primary gears, and the gears down below are the secondary gears. So they have been labelled for you. So you've got fourth gear, you've got sixth gear, second, reverse, first, third, seventh, and also fifth. So from here, you've also got a clutch as well, and it is a double clutch gearbox. So typically it will be mounted onto the flywheel, which the flywheel is then mounted onto the side of the engine. The clutch then takes that energy from the engine and then transmits it through this shaft here, which is known as the input shaft. The input shaft will then start to turn, which will then allow the secondary gears to then turn as well. So then as soon as it does do that, as you do change gears, it will also use the synchro mesh, which is just there, to then allow you to change gears smoothly. So once it's done that, as I said, the secondary gears are going to be turning at the same time as well, which will then transmit through the output shaft, which will then go into the prop shaft. So that's pretty much how a gearbox works. As soon as it has been transmitting any power through it out to the wheels, it will then have a final ratio. So I am going to be talking about gear ratios, but I think that might be a good idea for another video because I was going to also make another engineering science video as well, as I haven't really made many, as I do only have two at the moment, and then the rest of them are motor vehicle theory videos. Okay, so I'm going to be moving on to the clutch assembly now and what each of the components do. So the thrust bearing is also known as a throat bearing, and that basically allows to assist the clutch and allows the clutch to then move smoothly within operation. So you've also got a pressure plate as well, and that is basically there to exert pressure against the clutch plate, holding the plate tight against the flywheel and allowing the power to then flow from the engine to the transmission. Okay, so moving on to the clutch disc, it is also known as a friction disc as well. So the main purpose for this is to basically slow down or completely stop the motion of the drive shaft, which then effectively stops the rotation of the wheels, then stopping the vehicle. It is also used as well as some sort of brake as well, as it does allow you to control the speed of the vehicle as well, because it is also there to engage and also disengage the power between the gearbox and also the engine as well. So it is also a great way to control the vehicle, as I did say before. So yeah, there's not really much more to talk about in regards to the clutch disc. Um, so yeah, moving off the final component of the clutch, and that is the flywheel. And the flywheel is there to basically connect the whole clutch assembly to the engine, and it's also connected to the starter motor as well. Whereby as soon as you do turn the engine over, the starter motor will engaging the wheels, engaging the teeth on the starter, to the flywheel, which will then effectively turn the flywheel and then eventually getting that engine started. Okay, so moving on to the next part of the video, there are two different types of gears. You have helical and straight cut. So the difference between them, as you can probably tell from both the diagrams, are the helical gears, the teeth on them, they are at a slight angle, whereas with the straight cut, they are straight. It's the name, straight cut. So straight cut gears were normally used for the reverse gear, which is why if you were to have a fairly old car now, if you were to put it in reverse, and you wouldn't normally you would hear the winding noise that it is creating, and that is the reason as to why you do hear that winding noise due to the straight cut gear. Whereas with today's vehicles, they have replaced that the reverse gear now with helical to also match the rest of the gears, whether it be first, second, third, fourth, even up to eighth gear with some cars now. So why helical gears? Well, helical gears make it a lot more smoother when driving and changing gears as well, due to their capability of spreading it out. So these are cut at the face of the gears, and each of the teeth as well do have an angle, and that angle is from the face of the gear to the axis. And each teeth typically range from 15 to 45 degrees. So I've also put a moving diagram as well in this video, so you can get a better visual of how they move. So each of the teeth on the helical gears are cut at a different angle depending on the manufacturer. So they can be cut from a range of 15 to 45 degrees, and that is purely based on the manufacturer and what it is that they want from the gears. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it was fairly easy to understand as well. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask below in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And yeah, if you would like me to also make a video on automatic transmissions, give this video a like, and I'll get that sent out to you.